Hey there, ACCA students. My number one tip for passing any exam is easy marks first. This means you do the easy things first, always save the more difficult things for later. For applied skills students, this means you're going to do the easier questions first in the OT sections of your exam. Clear the easy ones first. As you're running out of time, move to the more difficult ones. And then when time is up for that section of the exam, instead of struggling with the final 2 or 3 really difficult OTs, just jump over to the next section of the exam and start scooping up more easy marks. If you are in the strategic professional exams, this means always starting with the easiest requirement first. So clear the easiest requirement in the easiest question for you. And then move to the next easiest requirement, and you want to run out of time doing the difficult things. You don't want to be struggling with the final requirement you're not sure about. You want to jump to another question and scoop up easy marks in the next easiest requirement that you find there. If you are working in a spreadsheet and you are assessing something, recommending something, evaluating a decision, there is usually a mark for the interpretation of your result. So make sure that you get to that. Even if your answer is incorrect, you will get full credit for your interpretation of your final answer, whether or not it's correct. In the spreadsheet, always lay out everything that you are doing first before you begin. Go in a step-by-step approach. Do the easiest things first. If you're not sure about one little piece, try your best. Make sure you break out your workings so the marking team can see clearly what you did and give you the credit. The longer your equation, or the longer your formula is, the more likely it is to have an error. So break things down into a step-by-step approach. You don't have to go sequentially from top to bottom through the spreadsheet and do the easiest things first. If you're not sure about one thing, just leave it blank or even put an assumed number there. You won't get credit, but everything that you do with that assumed number going forward will be assumed correct. That is known as the own figure rule. And if something is ambiguous to you when you're reading the question, just make a quick note here. I assume this is XYZ. Maybe it's ambiguous for everybody, and they'll give you credit based on your interpretation. If you are answering your question in the word processor, the first key to unlocking easy marks is to do exactly what they ask you to do. So depending on the paper, you find the specific requirement, the verb, and you do exactly that. Now, once you know the requirement, and for example, there were 2 parts to it in this one, talk about the impact of something on purchasing and production. So I'm ensuring that I structure my answer, and after I have these headings, I think about what I'm going to write. I take 10 to 20% of the time allocated to this requirement, and I really think about what I'm going to write. So I plan out my headings. And then easy marks first, go in and write about your best ideas. And if you don't finish, if you leave some of your headings blank, that's not a problem. They don't take away marks. They only give marks. So if you have some empty headings, the marking team understands that you ran out of time. Remember, if you are answering a requirement that is linked to some scenario, something about the specifics of an organization, you need to bring those specifics into your answer. So make sure that you are tailoring your answer to the story that you found okay, in the exhibit or in the question panel if you are in applied skills. Team, easy marks first. Do the easy things first. Always push the more difficult things to later. You apply this to the section of the exam, to the question itself, to the requirement. Ladies and gentlemen, good luck on your upcoming exam. Please throw down a like if you found this video helpful. This is Steve signing out for now.